Hi all. In this session, we are going to learn how we are going to build our project repo by using CI pipeline. Along with that, we are also going to learn if any modifications or changes happen to the code, how that will be triggered to the CI pipeline, and how we can set email notification whenever my CI pipeline has been succeeded. Everything I am going to show to you in the practical manner in this session. Let us assume you are working for a project and you are going to develop some kind of code from your local machine. Whenever you have developed the code, what you will do? You are going to push the code from the local machine to the server repo. Whenever you have pushed the code to the server repo, the CI pipeline will trigger the changes in the code. It is going to run the CI pipeline. What CI pipeline will do? It is going to build and test your code. So let us see in the practical manner, then you will have some kind of better understanding. So right now I am in my local machine and I am going to create one new folder and assume you are a developer one. I am going to mention as dev1 and go inside of the folder, just right click and show more options, open git bash here. What is the first command I am going to execute? Git init dot git space init dot. Why I am going to run this command? In order to initialize the empty GitHub repository. Enter. It is going to initialize the empty GitHub repository. Once empty repository has been initialized, I need to get some dummy code because of right now I don't have any kind of code with me. So I am going to create some kind of dummy code. What is the command? .NET new MVC. By executing this command, what you will get? Some kind of dummy code. It is .NET dummy code. Here the code which you get is in the trackable mode or not? Yes, it is not in the trackable mode. Suppose if you want to check the state, git status all are showing in the red color only. No file is in the trackable mode. Then you need to move the files from the working directory to the staging directory. Git add dot indicates always current repository. In which repository you are? You are in the dev1 repository. Yes. Right now you had successfully moved your files from the working directory to staging directory. If you want to check the same, type git status. Are you able to see all those in the trackable mode? Means it is showing in the green color or not? If it is showing in the green color, means your files are trackable. Then fine. I am going to commit the code. Commit is nothing but a saving of your code. Git commit -m message. Whatever the message you want, you can. I am going to mention as commit1. Enter. Then your code has been successfully saved. If you observe here, everything is turned into the green color. Why this has been turned into the green color? Because of I had installed the git.ice. The purpose of the git.ice is showing some visualization how the process is going on. Suppose if everything is going good, then it is showing in the green color. It indicates. Okay, fine. Right now I have the code. I have successfully committed the code. If you want to check the code has been committed or not, you have a query. Just type git log. Then is it showing commit1 or not? Yes. If it is showing commit1, then you can assume that the code has been successfully committed. Without committing the successfully, it is not showing to replicate here. This is the clear cut of understanding how the code is committed or not. Fine. Right now I have the code in my local repository, and what the further thing I need to do? I need to push this code from my local repo to the remote repo. Here, what is my remote repo? Here I am going to create the remote repo in the Azure DevOps portal. So type dev.azure.com. Then it is going to redirect you. So just click on here Azure DevOps. Right now you are in which organization? Right now you are in the Dev Tester 928 organization. In this organization you have only one project. The name of the project is active. If you want to create any other project, yes, you can create here. Click on new project and the name of the project is CI_pipeline, and description also I am going to mention the same, and I am going to create the project with private visibility and the version control is by default Git, and work item process by default basic. Just click on create. Then one new project will be created with the name of CI_pipeline. Once the pipeline has been successfully created, means once the project has been successfully created, you will get some default services like boards, repos, pipeline, test plans, artifacts. Here, just click on repos. By default, one repo will be created with the project name like CI_pipeline. Suppose if you want to use the same pipeline, you can use. Otherwise, if you want to use some new repo, then just click here and click on new repo. Here I am going to create repo 1 and click on create. Check in repos, you have created one new repo. The name of the repo is repo 1, and is code is there? No, just now I have created a repo 1. I am not pushed any kind of code into this repository. So how you will be able to push? Just copy the code, means copy the link, go to the git bash terminal. What is the command? Git push ---- set --upstream and link. In which repo you want, you are going to copy the link, enter. It is not pushed, so press the up arrow, and here you are not mentioned the branch, so that's why it has not pushed. So just enter the, by last enter the master, enter, then it will be pushed right now. Just check. So once it has been successfully pushed from your local repo, then the same will be replicated over the Azure repo. Just by refreshing the Azure portal, just check. Here right now, in which branch you are? Main branch. As you know, what will be the default branch will be created when you create any new repo? Main branch in the Azure DevOps portal. Suppose if you commit any kind of code in your local Git, what is the default branch? Master branch. Remember guys, this is very important. In local, master. In Azure repo, it will be main. Right now, which branch I had pushed? I had pushed the master branch from my local machine. Just click on the master branch. Then you will be able to see the code which has been pushed from your local machine. Yes, right now I have the code in my Azure repo. So what the further thing? I need to create the pipeline. What pipeline I am going to create? Here I am going to create CI pipeline. So that's why I named the project as CI_pipeline in order for your better understanding. I am going to click on create pipeline. Here where my code is in Azure Repos. So click on the Azure repo, and where in Azure repo, where is my code? In which repo? Repo 1, and click on show more. Here what kind of code you have? Based on the code which you want to build, you are going to select the particular plugins. Okay, here my code is .NET, so that's why I am going to select ASP.NET Core. Here if you see, here it is going to create some kind of YAML pipeline. What do you mean by YAML pipeline? Here, while creating the pipelines in Azure portal, you have the two things are there. You have two methodologies. By either using graphical user interface, that will be called classic pipelines. You can be able to create the classic editor. Otherwise, if you want to create the pipeline with the help of YAML code, that is also possible. Right now, I am going to create the pipeline with the help of YAML pipeline, means YAML code. Here each and everything you can mention here. Suppose if you mention here, if you see, is any hash is there, means it is not going to execute. It is going to provide some kind of information to you. While executing, it is not going to consider. Remember guys, and trigger. If you observe here, where it will be triggered? What is the default branch in Azure repo? Main branch. It is going to trigger the default repo only. But where is my code? My code is in master branch. If I select the main branch, there is nothing code there. If I run the pipeline, what will happen? It is going to be failed. And here it is asking you to select the pool. In pool, I need to mention by using which operating system I need to build the code. Based on your nature of the code, you are going to select that particular. Either we have two things, Ubuntu latest or Windows latest. Based on the platform which you selected, accordingly it is going to support. Okay. Here if I save and run, suppose if you click on save and run, is it showing commit directly to the main branch? Means it is going to trigger to the main branch. Is my code is in the main branch? No. So that's why just come back and click on pipeline once again. We are going to create fresh pipeline once again. So before going to that, I need to change the default branch from main branch to master branch. For that, what you will do, click on repos and click on branches, and here click on master branch, click on set as default branch. Right now, what is the default branch? Master branch is the default branch for repo. Which repo? Repo 1. Just click on pipelines and create pipeline, and here select as usual Azure Repo, Repo 1, and show more ASP.NET Core. And here, is it changed or not? Earlier it is main, but right now it has been changed to master, and as it is .NET Core, so that's why I am going to use Windows. .NET is a product of Microsoft, and by using the Windows operating system as a platform, I can be able to build the code. So that's why I'm going to select the Windows-latest. I'm going to build my code. So just click on save and run. And if you want to mention anything in the description, you can mention. Right now, if you observe here, it is showing you master branch. Earlier it is showing main branch, but right now I had changed the default branch as master branch. So that's why it is going to pull the code from the master branch of repo 1. Just click on save and run. Then what will happen? The pipeline will start to execute. If you click on job, then you can be able to view each and everything, what exactly going on. Just please check. There are a lot of things has been happened. So finally, if you observe, your code will be succeeded soon. Okay, you need to wait for some time. In the meanwhile, what I will do, so here if you observe, starting the code has been built and initializing the job, and it is going to check out to the repo 1 master branch, and it is going to build the pipeline, means it is going to build the code. Whenever that build has been succeeded, it is going to generate one artifact. I'm going to show to you guys, don't worry. And in the meanwhile, I am going to create one more duplicate tab. So the first tab is the original tab, the second tab is the duplicate tab. So go to Azure DevOps, just click on CI_pipeline, go to repos. Here, right now you are in the repo 1, you are in the master branch. If you want to do any kind of modification, are you doing any kind of modification in the master branch? Obviously, no. Whatever the modifications you want, what you will do? You are going to create one new branch with reference to the master branch, means you will get the new branch. In that new branch, what you will get? Whatever the code which is in the master branch, you will get the code in that new branch as well. I'm going to show to you. So here, whatever the code is there, it is going to replicate in the another branch. Just click on new branch. Here, what I need to select, branch 1. Okay, here based on, suppose here you have the two options, master branch or main branch. Because of these are the two branches which is available currently, so that's why it is showing two branches. If you have multiple branches, here there are multiple branch will be replicated here. So on which basis, based on the which branch you want to create the new branch, accordingly whatever the code which is there in that particular branch, you will get the same code in your new branch as well. Right now I want, my requirement is whatever the code which is in the master branch, I just want to replicate in the branch 1. So that's why I'm going to select the master branch, and here it is optional, you can ignore. I'm going to select the branch 1. Just click on create and go to here starting build process. It is going to building, so it will take some time. So based on the code, based on the project code, so if you observe in the branch 1, right now you have how many branches? 3 branches, main, master, branch 1. Fine. So right now I am in the branch 1. Here I am going to make some kind of, here what I will do, here I am going to make some kind of changes. So just go to controllers, just click on home controllers.cs. Here what I will do, public class is there, just click on edit. Here public class is there. So wantonly I'm going to do some kind of mistake. Just remove the open bracket. Under the public class, you just removed one square bracket, means one open bracket. Just commit, means it need to throw an error. Okay, fine. Just check here. Still it is going on. So why I done mistake here? Because of, suppose I had made some kind of modification to the code which is in the branch one. So I am going to merge the code in the branch one with the master branch. Then whatever the error I had made here, it will be pushed into the master branch. Then when I build the master branch again, what it will done, because of some mistake which I done here, it is going to fail. We will check it will be failed or not. Just check, just a moment, and still it is going on. Sometimes it is taking some time. Yes, you need to wait. So because of, based on the size of the project, based on the code, it is going to take some time. And as I had created private project, and as you know, as I told to you already, for the private pipelines you have the 30 hours in a month. If you are exceeding more than 30 hours, you need to pay amount to the Azure in order to use the service. And guys, as I already told to you, if you got any kind of parallelism error while executing the pipeline, please, the link, as I already provided the link to you, which need to be submitted. So please use that link and submit your email ID and justification to the Microsoft Azure. Accordingly, they will provide approval in order to run the pipeline. Without having the approval, you can't be able to run the pipeline. And here my job has been succeeded. Finished job, finishing .NET build release. Okay, yes. If you go here, just check, job is success. Is my job is success or not? Yes, obviously my job has been succeeded. So here what I will do, I am going to create pull request. Here from this portal you can create the request, or from here as well you can raise the request. Otherwise, if you want to raise from here, click on pull request and new pull request, and from where branch one to master. Okay, yes, click on create and come approve complete, and delete branch one after merging. No, just a moment, it is going to show whether your code has been successfully merged with the master branch or not. Completed. Are you able to see here? The merging has been successfully completed. If you have doubt whether it has been successfully completed or not, just go to repo and go to master branch and go to controllers and go to this. Here, are you able to see the open bracket under the public class? No, means the code has been successfully pushed. So right now I am going to run the pipeline once again. So how I can be able to run? Go to the pipeline. So whenever I had pushed the code, it is going to trigger immediately. The process has been initialized. Are you able to see? Did I run manually? No. So whenever I had pushed the code, automatically the CI pipeline has detected the changes in the code and it has started the process to build the code. If you click here, it is written with the error because of there is some kind of error. Here it is showing there is some kind of error is going on. So that's why the code has been failed. So I'm going to change once again. So what I will do? So go to repo and go to branch one and click on controllers, click on here, and here I'm going to add the square bracket. Just click on it here. only open bracket. Just commit, create a pull request, and from branch 1 to master, okay, click on create. So approve, complete merge, then it has been completed. Then if you go to the pipeline, just click on pipeline, then again the build has been initiated. Right now the build will be succeeded. In the second thing, in the second pipeline has been failed because of I had pushed the wrong code. Because of the wrong code has been pushed into the master branch, it has been failed. Sometime in the development environment, this is what happening. If they pushed any kind of in the development environment, if they push any kind of wrong code without doing proper editing, it will be failed. So that's why while we are going to deploy any kind of code over the prod environment, we are going to test in the multiple environments in order to avoid this kind of errors. Here, if you observe here, your job is currently running and it will take some time, but definitely it will be succeeded because of right now the code which has been pushed into the master code didn't have any kind of errors. Though that's why it is going to build successfully, hope. And at the same time, I'm going to show to you how we are going to set approvals. Here my requirement has been changed. So what is my requirement here? The client has the requirement. So whenever you run the pipeline, CI pipeline, if it is succeeded, then I need to get a email notification. So this is the client requirement. How you need to set? Here you need to set some settings. What will happen if you run if any pipeline has been initiated, then if it is succeeded, then automatically one email notification will be triggered to the client. Whatever the email ID you had mentioned, for that email ID, the email notification need to be triggered. For that, what you will done here, what you are going to do, you are going to do some kind of modifications at project level. Guys, see here, the pipeline has been succeeded. Earlier the project succeeded, earlier it has been failed, but earlier at the time of starting, how much time it has been taken, but right now it is not taking that much time because of some cache is there. So because of that, it is not going to take that too much time. Okay, fine. Right now where we are in, we are going to set some email notification. For that, what you will do, just go to project setting. Because of you are doing some kind of settings at project level, just click on project setting, and what you need done, you need to set a notification. So that's why you need to go notification tab, and here you need to check, okay, create new subscription. Here for what you are going to set a notification, for build or for code, for pipeline, for work, for artifact. So whatever the thing you want, you can set a notification accordingly. Here my requirement is I need to set a notification for the build CI pipeline. So that's why I'm going to select the build, and whenever a build completes, just click on next, and build complete, need email send to client. Here deliver to, you are going to select member of CI pipeline team by role. Suppose if you have a role, under that role, whoever the members are there, it is going to trigger email notification to those members. Suppose if you want to send to specific person, just you can select custom email address. Then I'm going to mention Suneel Cloud IT Tech. Remember guys, just please make sure you are going to enter the correct email ID or not. @gmail.com. Suneel Cloud IT Tech @gmail.com. And here, okay, everything is okay. And here just click on add new class. Here you need to select the field. So status. Here whenever the status is equal to succeeded, means here what it will do, here if my build completes and whenever the status is showing as succeeded, then it is going to send email notification to my custom email ID address, that is a Suneel Cloud IT Tech. So here the description is a build completes, need email sent to client. Just click on finish. and click on next. Okay, cancel. So here I had sent notification. Okay, fine. So click on notifications, then we'll see if I'm able to see the notifications or not. Yes, a bill need to send to client has been added. So okay, fine. What I will do, I am going to run the pipeline manually. So just click on the pipeline. So run the pipeline. Run. Just check. It is going to trigger the email ID or not. So here I am going to send. I am going to open my email ID because of the email notification will be sent to this email ID only. So right now it is not yet succeeded. Once it has succeeded, we will receive a mail. So right now I don't have any email ID. Just wait for a moment, guys. Then you will get some kind of email notification. It is not going to take much time because of, yes, it is already built and it is in the cache. It is not going to take enough time because of we had already built the code in the same pipeline only. So right now it is taking some little bit of time when compared to the initial time which it is taken. So whenever the code has been succeeded, what it will do, it is going to trigger email notification to the mail ID which I had provided. So what email ID had been provided? The Suneel Cloud IT Tech, the mail ID which I have, I just mentioned in the notification tab. And so still the build is going on. So we need to wait until it has been created. It is not a automatic trigger. It is just a kind of manual triggering. So in this way, guys, we can set approvals as well. So, and one more thing we need to understand, I'm going to show to you. So each and everything, whatever the things I told right now, I had mentioned each and everything in the document. Then you can refer the document if you have any queries. Otherwise, you can revisit my video. Then you will have some kind of better understanding what exactly is going on. And one more thing we need to understand here is, in generally we have two types of agents are there in Azure DevOps Pipelines. Like one is Microsoft hosted agent, the second one is self-hosted agent. In the name itself, Microsoft hosted agent means the agent has been provided by the Microsoft. Why these agents are required? Suppose I have the pipeline. In order to run the pipeline, some kind of plugins like this. So the agents helps us to run the pipeline. And these agents has been, if I am going to use the agents that has been provided by Microsoft, then that is okay. Otherwise, if I want to, if I'm going to looking for the complete control over my project, so that's why instead of using the Microsoft hosted agent, if I want to use some kind of self-hosted agent, then I need to pay amount to the Azure in order to use the self-hosted agent. Here the complete responsibility will be taken care by us only if I am going to use the self-hosted agent. Suppose if I am going to use the Microsoft hosted agent, if there is any error while running the pipeline, then I can be able to contact the Microsoft in order to get the enough support. Why my pipeline has been failed and what are the reason, I will get the enough support from the Microsoft team if I am going to use the Microsoft hosted agent. Anyway, even though if you are using the self-hosted agent also, you will get the support from Microsoft, but you are not get that much support because of you are using some customized agents. So that's why you are not going to expect some in-depth support from the Microsoft team. And so here, once the CI has been succeeded, then only I will go for the CD. CD stands for continuous deployment, because of in the CD only I can be able to deploy the artifact whatever the artifact which has been generated from the CI pipeline. I am going to deploy over the Azure resources with the help of CD pipeline, continuous deployment pipeline. So as I already told you, how many environments we have? We have the dev environment, we have the QA environment or test environment, we have the UAT environment, finally we have the prod environment. Whatever the environment you want to host, based on the requirement, you are going to host in that particular environment. Just let us have a look on the, yes, right now, just go to the, yes, the job has been success. Then check, did you had a mail or not? Yes, got the mail. Repo 1, finish right now. Dev tester, manual. Reason how I triggered? I had triggered manually. There is no errors, there are 0 warnings. So, whenever the code has been succeeded, I got the email notification. So, in this way, we can set the approvals. Means in this way, we can set email notification. Guys, hope you guys understood. Thank you guys for watching my session, and I will meet you in the next session with a new topic. Until signing off, thank you. Bye bye.